Okay, alright, this story is called Hank's Good Dream.
Oh, no.
This is going to be a King of the Hill fanfic. So...
Another one?
Bill Nye?
Bobby.
No, there's no Bill Nye in it!
So wait, Bill Nye is in it?
Why the blast your nuts off? It was an unusually late night when Hank Hill came home from work and strictly propane. It was at 10:30 p.m. and he was looking... Shut up! It was at 10:30...
I'm tired of this world.
Who do you think you are, talking over the guy reading a good story?
It's not a good story.
Anyway, it was at 10:30 p.m. and he was looking depressed. His wife Peggy asked, Hank, why are you depressed? Because I finally had to come home from work to some bitch ugly wife, I'll tell you what. Hank toddled straight to bed because he had a pelvic pain from humping the tanks all day. But before he went to sleep, his bed full of empty Alamo beer cans, he overdosed on some meds to treat himself for unspecified conditions and laid his head down.
This story is poop.
You're
I
poop.
heard it before.
Could get better.
I'm the same story. I don't want to
It
hear
is
the same
getting
story.
better. I'm getting
So
to the
far,
good
it's
part.
poop.
So far, not very good, but I'll give it a chance.
Okay. He eventually appeared in a dream world where he meets his friends in the alley. Dale, Bill, and Boomhauer. No one knows what the hell Boomhauer talks about ever, so let's forget about him. Anyway, Hank puts on a fedora and gets out a sniper rifle and proceeds to shoot them. Hank jumps and turns 360 degrees and snipes them all with no scope and yells, "Oh baby, triple!"
Smoke weed every day.
His son Bobby crawled over the fence and said, "Damn, Dad, where'd you find this?" He points to the long bulging thing in Hank's jeans, to which he proceeds to unzip and proudly display to him. As it turns out, his dick was a propane tank, and his balls were also tiny propane tanks. "Bobby, I'm going to teach you the greatest lesson of your life," said Hank while he strokes his propane tank dick. "Now pull down those shorts and bend over so I can fuck your ass." Bobby complies with his dad's order and lets him shove it in there. Hank began to thrust repeatedly and grew faster. Faster! Every time he pulled his dick back within Bobby's tight version asshole. They were both getting hot and sweaty, so it was only natural for Hank and Bobby to take their shirts off and continue fucking for minutes. This whole charade lasted only about 15 seconds before Hank shouted, "I'm coming!" And Bobby immediately released his dad's propane tank dick before it made a fiery propane explosion, causing damage and collapse of several houses around the block, but somehow leaving the two unharmed. After that, Hank's real dick appeared and ejaculated all over the alley.
The story is bad.
Is that it?
The story is bad, and you should
No,
feel
that's not
bad.
It's getting better.
Yeah, it better be, or else I want the $0 back that I paid for.
"Dang it, Dream Bobby," said Hank. "You were supposed to let me come in your ass, and now look what you made me do to our alley. It's been splattered with daddy jizz. Go to your room,
Taste
son."
the meat.
Not
Taste
the...
the heat.
Not for me.
Yeah, taste the...
Taste
not the heat.
taste the heat. Feel my meat, not the heat.
Okay. "Go to your room, son. You're grounded for 100 years. "Yes, Dad," said Bobby as he is escorted away by the Babadook and is never seen again. Hank, still naked, sternly turns his back on him and spoke to himself, "That boy ain't right." I'm gonna get to part 2 in a moment. Just let me scroll this.
Don't!
Alright,
This entire story is fucking terrible.
just wait up. It's getting better. He walked outside of the alley where he spots his Laotian neighbor Khan, wearing a pimp hat, but taunting him as usual. He quips, "Me Laotian, me play joke. Me play pee-pee on your animal." Hank decides he's had enough of Khan, so he grabs his sniper rifle from earlier and shoots him right in the forehead, killing him. He then decided to steal Khan's clothes.
Couldn't even hear what J-Man is saying. My game is lagging.
Well, I can't help it, dude. I'm no admin here.
He'll upload it. Remember,
you
he'll
say you're
upload
getting
it.
lagging, but your ping's 9.
Well, I don't really care.
He's gonna upload it.
Yeah. He then decided to steal Khan's clothes and pimp hat and bury his body with all of Hank's alley friends. Hank needs to clean up all the blood, but he has no rags, so he sucked all the blood through a straw. In real time, this would take about several hours, but in dream time, this went a lot faster for Hank. Now, the pimp hat that he wears now contains superpowers, so it made him a certified Mac Daddy of Ireland. Hank chose several women to help him start his new pimping business. Dale's wife, Nancy, Hank's own niece, Luann, Khan's prepubescent daughter, Connie, Lois Griffin from Family Guy, and a statue made out of propane tanks. In the long shot, the propane statue would make the most money from prostitution with $7,600, and this made Hank proud. "Propane lady," said Hank, "I love you." "I love you too, Hank," answered the propane statue. "Wrap me around your big, burning, growing arms, you stud." The two made out passionately each other, and Hank takes his penis out again and places it in one of the hands of the statue. All of a sudden, his wife Peggy walks in and catches Hank making love with the statue. And she screams as loud as 100 whining cats, and it scares Hank and the statue. Hank shoves the statue away and says, "No, Peggy, this isn't what it looks like." Then Peggy transforms into a giant pterodactyl that spits out boggle dice. Hank runs as fast as he can, and he uses his pimp hat as a shield against the raining dice. Then Hank runs into Zombie Dale, who also became a Russian, along with Hank's other undead neighbors. Russian Zombie Dale says to Hank, "Propane fuel can't melt steel beams," and the others chant with him. Hank takes a turn to the right and bumps into an elephant that proceeds to shit all over Hank. The smell of it overwhelms the trapped Hank and shouts, "Whoa!" as he gets buried in it. Hank wakes up from his nightmare in cold sweat and semen. His wife Peggy turns to him and tells him, "It's okay, dear. You were just having another bad wet dream." Hank screams again in terror as he shoots her in the face with a shotgun. His son Bobby rushes in wondering what's happened, and Hank shoots him too. Hank realizes what he did and says to himself, "Oh my God, I killed my family!" Hank knows what to do in a situation like this. He stuffs Peggy and Bobby inside the trash can and packs his things to move down to Mexico. On his way out of the house, he encounters his pet ladybird, his pet dog Ladybird. Afraid of having any witnesses, Hank decides to use his gun on Ladybird as well. Hank can barely hold the gun as he is about to shoot his own dog. He has a tear in his eye as he cocks his shotgun and says, "Goodbye, Ladybird." The end.
Tell you what what he's reading is the best story ever.
God, it's so bad.
Well, okay, maybe one of the best. Some of his others were really good too.
You have no taste in story.
Yeah.
I do
You
have
guys
taste, and I don't like
have-
over the top trying to be a montage parody, which those are also bad too.
You see, these are not books. Books are bad. These are stories.
Oh!
All books are bad. Don't read them. I got a question for Boggs.
No, most books are pretty good. Not most, but at least a couple of
do you
them.
have a real
Hey
voice?
guys, want me to go to DeviantArt and get us a new story when the video's done?
No!
I don't think anyone does, just saying.
Do not! If you do, I will kill you.
I'd let Jimmy keep reading if we don't have to.
Damn!
Permaban him! Permaban him!
Okay, anyway, what do you guys think of my story?
I think
It was
it's nice.
Silva.
I think it was the best story ever.
Yeah, but we need a better story. Try to do
Oh,
something
you
similar
want
to
a better
Wednesday
story
today
than
or something.
Hank's Good
I'll let
Dream?
the story go on if we don't
Yes.
let Nick do anything for the rest of the day.
Dream? What?
Well then,
Okay.
I already have a sequel, and it's called Hank's
Wait.
Other Good Dream.
Sequel?
Hey, Jimmy, can I ask something?
The camera is a baby. Elmo grabs the baby by the balls. Bad times! Bad times!
I was seeing The Shining.
Really, what's it about?
It's about a guy who has to look after a hotel. He starts going crazy from the ghosts, and he gets in an axe and tries to kill his son.
He wants to kill his wife, and he was already in possession of the hotel.
And he kills the black guy, the chef. Giant vagina, giant vagina, giant vagina, in a story. Giant
vagina, go down, that's a big giant dick.
Go die.
Are you Irish? Are you Italian? Are you a little bit of both?
No.
Are you from Switzerland?
No. I'm from the internet!